This day's toil is such that common ardor cannot suffice. None may accomplish it save one endowed with vehement spirit. He who bears the burden must be summed by a single word, fierce. And foremost among those of the fierce lineage is this gleaming, moss yellow brute before our eyes. The 20-horse bulldozer famed as the little iron cannon. The pig farm, soaked by flood, hath become a mire of ruin. A water park was never seen. Only pigs with no ground left to root upon. The master of the place furrowed his brow in sorrow. He sought to restore the farm to former state. The first trial lay in bidding farewell to these water lords. No digging, no pumping relied upon. Only one hard method, to push sand and fill the flood, to meet the foe head-on. And the only one fit for such contest is this iron beast. Nourished and maintained, its whole frame brimmed with vigor. The 20-horse cannon howled, yearning for labor. The master twisted the key, and with a sudden sputter, the engine awakened. Its voice was not mere noise, but a roar that stirs the heart and sets the breast aflame. The bow is drawn, the lens draws near. The 20-horse machine flung wide its treads. Slowly it pressed toward the flooded field, its bearing like a long-starved bull, enraged. Catching sight of lush and tender pasture, its spirit twitched with restless desire. Though its body is not of colossal size, it is a bane to every mire and swampy pit, a fierce foe to stinking puddles. When it meets water, its decree is but one phrase, I shall push. Fear not, the master leaned forth slightly. He thrust the control lever. The blade sank hard into the heap of sand. From the truck the sand poured down with a crashing roar, like a small waterfall plunging straight into the watery hollow. The spray had yet to fall, and the 20-horse beast had already surged forth. This machine's logic is simple and brutal. A pit, I fill. Water, I press. An evenness, I level. Its treads thundered as they rolled. The surface of the water was torn open into a path by sheer force. The sand beneath was pressed down with clapping cracks. Such a sight, as though the earth itself were receiving a mighty massage. A deed of pure mechanical strength, a machine-born cleansing, and wondrously satisfying to behold. Were the onlookers of the net present here, surely they would flood the screen yet again, saying, "May I behold this machine labor for a full day." The sand trucks came one after another without cease. Yet the 20-horse beast and its master showed no hint of weariness. Their movements flowed like drifting clouds and running water, steady as though performing a most delicate surgery. With each push of the blade, the ground was smoothed in a single stroke. That crisp, decisive vigor, like a seasoned griddle master at his craft, spreading batter swiftly and evenly. Lower the lens to the treads below, and behold the loose sand crushed firm beneath them. The once uneven, pitted ground turned within minutes into a fresh and solid foundation. A sense of healing washed over the scene. Now arrives the most soothing moment. Guided by the bulldozer's might, the water was herded as though tamed, pushed squarely toward a single direction, obediently flowing away, where the floating commenced to rise. Surely they would be filled with praise like, "This surpasseth even massage for easing the heart." The water-slaying machine restores order with but a single push. Yet now the true performance doth begin. Work beneath the water. A realm uncertain and perilous. Who dares descend their machine into such depths? Thou thinkest a few surface pushes shall conclude the task. Nay, this is but the opening of the hard battle. In the deeper waters, no mortal eye can see the floor. A single misstep could lead to sudden ruin. But the 20-horse beast seems fitted with hidden sensing beneath its feet. Steadily it gnawed forward, little by little, pushing the sand deeper into the unseen depths. The sight strangely called to mind the tale of the foolish old men moving mountains. Only now the hero is this ironclad beast of steel. It laid down sand layer after layer. The surface of the waters grew calm from erstwhile turbulence. The murky hue slowly shifted toward pale yellow, until at last, a new and solid land rose forth from the waters. An old onlooker nearby could not help but cry out, "Ayo! At last, all is well. The piglets once more shall have ground to frolic upon." Pressed again and again, leveled again and again. This is no task to be finished with but a single sweep. It requireth patience, like reinstalling the system of a machine, polishing step by step. To level the ground is but the first act. Then must it be pressed firm, and shaped with a proper slope for drainage. The old master handled all with seasoned skill. Here he carved a gentle incline. There he drew forth a drainage ditch with casual ease. Clean and decisive, pull the lens afar, and the whole ground seemed as though patched layer upon layer by the 20-horse steed. Each patch smoother than the last, each pass brighter than before. Beholding such progress, the pig farm owner could scarce suppress his rising smile. Inwardly, he must have blossomed with joy, for at this pace, his farm would soon ring with the sound of pigs once more. As the sun drained its last light, the day's labor came to an end. The marsh was no more. In its stead lay a land thickly clad with firm sand. The 20-horse stood silent in the dusk, like a small tank returning from victory. Mud still clung to its tracks. Grass still hung from its blade. Yet behind it, the once forsaken wasteland. The foul water pit had become a roadworthy, structure-ready, peak-raising foundation. Though the netizens before and after memes ran wild, indeed, this transformation outshone any weight-loss comparison ever seen. The owner nodded in full satisfaction. This is the work I desire. Progress that can be seen and touched. And in the words of the 20-horse steed itself, to sum up today's toil, my work is not merely to push earth. I rescue, I restore, even if with a bit of flair. And with that sharp, precise strength it carried within. This little bulldozer, with real steel and real effort, turned an abandoned water pit into the rebirth ground of the pig farm. Next comes the building of sheds, road paving, and all manner of work without end. And as for today's hero, this 20-horse steel cannon, he hath completed the first miracle of his grand endeavor.